WNBA MVP award last season.
Was it Breanna Stewart, Candace Parker, Sabrina Ionescu, or Asia Wilson?
New York City. The Big Apple is the destination for the Bulls. As natural of a scorer as you'll find in the game, DeMar DeRozan looking to lead the way. He'll be a key factor in the offense tonight as they get primed for action against the Knicks. Bulls, Knicks, tip-off coming up next. Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. They've got Nikola Vucevic, Kobe White out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's DeRozan in a power forward. And for New York, Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. Well, this is traditionally an important conference matchup. What were some of your experiences in these type of games, Brent?
I spent a lot of time in the Western Conference, BA. Obviously, a bunch of good rivalries, but back then you usually had to go through the Lakers to get where you wanted to be.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. DiVincenzo with it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Here's White. Over Brunson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
Here's Brunson, and the shot goes in.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
White drives in, Caruso outside, pulls it, count it, 1 for 1 to start the game.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
White against Brunson, and he converts the layup. Brunson's gotten his second bucket.
Oh, wow. Brunson just getting sideswiped there and some strength to get through it.
Oh, got that one up quick.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Talking about the New York Knicks, Brent, a team that wants to be seen as a threat again.
Yeah, it feels like the New York Knicks are not going to be satisfied until they're playing in the Eastern Conference Finals or have a chance to win an NBA championship. So these steps are nice, but you're really teasing the New York Knicks fans until you have a chance at the title.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Caruso misses. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Brunson against Caruso. Brunson passes to Anunoby. And he banks in the layup.
Excellent court vision from Brunson as he's able to find the open man.
Here's Dosunmu. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. DiVincenzo with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Brunson. Drains the jumper to finish off the break. Brunson's got 6.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Dosunmu on the wing. Offensive rebound. Vucevic. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, Vucevic has finished a couple times in the top 10 of offensive boards, in part because of his feel for the game.
And here's Brunson. Hartenstein in the post, working on Vucevic, and Hartenstein gets it to go.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. You know, one guy who's surprisingly physical at the offensive end, Jalen Brunson.
Fundamentals, BA, around Jalen Brunson's footwork are things that young players today need to study. Incredibly efficient and very dangerous when he gets it going offensively.
DeRozan swift with it to beat the defender.
Pass to Hart from deep. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
And when he's got momentum on his way to the basket, DeRozan is going to finish hard. No reason to take any chances there.
Now here's DiVincenzo. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. Brunson passes to DiVincenzo. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Here's Vucevic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
What muscle from the big man. Vucevic is no stranger to having to work through contact.
Open shot from Brunson. The 3, DiVincenzo. Caruso grabs the board. Chicago leading. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Vucevic.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Brunson. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in. Hardenstein's got 6 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's DeRozan. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here's Brunson outside. Here's Hardenstein. And he throws it down with one hand.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Now here's Brunson. Give him 8. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
First team foul.
And he makes a first. A big group substitution here for New York. Achua's checked in for Hart. Bojan Bogdanovic, he comes in for Anunoby. Burks, he's checked in for DiVincenzo. And it's McBride in for Jalen Brunson. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Andre Drummond is checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Craig comes in for Caruso. Terry's checked in for DeSumo. And it's Carter in for White. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Craig against Bogdanovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A shot from the high post. And he hits the jumper for 2.
For Bogdanovic, sometimes those mid-range jumpers feel like layups.
26.
Here's DeRozan. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
The Knicks.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. The team is pumped up.
What a performance for DeMar DeRozan. He's been the story for Chicago. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. They've drained a good number from beyond the arc this year.
They've got Alec Burks. Achua is out there with Isaiah Hardenstein. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's McBride in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Achua with the dunk.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, EA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Throughout his career, Alec Burks has been a reliable scorer off the bench, Brent.
Yeah, has proven himself, BA, as a bench guy that around the league front offices has identified as a guy that can come in and impact you immediately on the offensive end of the floor. This is a veteran presence in the locker room that a lot of teams are looking for.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Knicks are in the nation's media capital. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, "I've never felt pressure. I've been at this a long time. I approach it the same way. I put everything I have into each and every day. I'm willing to live with that result. There's no one who studies his team harder than I do."
No, he has made the difference for sure. Thanks, Allie. Caruso, he's checked in for Chicago. Drummond inside. Robinson defending. The shot by Drummond, no good.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Here's McBride. Oh, Drummond with the block.
Really tough to get a shot over the frame and jumping ability of Andre Drummond. He got up there and got that one.
Terry's shot is good. Terry's got his second basket of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's DiVincenzo. Ooh, rejected by Drummond. Here's Terry. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Brent, if you could pick one current player to coach your team, who would it be?
BA, it's a really, really difficult question, but given the success of this player, what he's done on the floor and what he continues to show himself to be off the floor, I got to pick Steph Curry. And the inspiration that he has just provided, not only the Bay Area, the Golden State Warriors, but revolutionizing the game and the way it's played. He has given everybody the thought of the possibility of that kind of perfection as a shooter. And that's something that I've always taken a lot of pride in as a player. Steph's and DiVincenzo with a head of steam. Man, he got up.
The Bulls with another miss.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
On the wing, Caruso. Over on Anunoby. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. New York trailing. And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's his first foul of the game. Nasumu, he's checked in for Chicago.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls,
Outside Hart. And the shot goes.
And Hart loves going at the defense. He doesn't mind getting hit on the way up either.
Chicago has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. White, the pass to Vucevic. To the paint. Here's Caruso. That one falls. Coming off the Vucevic feed. Caruso's got his third basket on the night right there. The Knicks have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. DiVincenzo, pass to Brunson. Back to DiVincenzo. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And here's Caruso outside. The Knicks with the rebound.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Anunoby for 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
It's White with a drive. And there it is for him. White's got 6.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Pass to Robinson. No luck on that one. Nice D from Vucevic. Down low. Good work defensively by Robinson.
2 minutes remaining.
And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for New York. It's a 3-point game. Coming into this, having knots to win against Boston in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Now here's Anunoby. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Back to Vucevic. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
What I love about Vucevic is he's aggressive looking for his shot, which draws the defense's attention.
For the Knicks, Achua's checked in for Robinson. Bogdanovich comes in for Anunoby. And it's Burks in for DiVincenzo. And the Bulls also making a change. DeRozan is checked in. Yep, that one's good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Drummond's checked in for Vucevic.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Oh, rejected by Drummond. DeSumo on the wing, defended by Burks. Muscling it home, DeRozan.
And DeRozan, just so crafty on those moves, slips right through the contact for the finish.
Ball stolen. Here's DeSumo. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Chicago with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Pass to Caruso. Hits the trifecta. Caruso's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Brunson. Oh, Drummond with the block. They get it back, and that one's good for Brunson.
It seemed like their strategy was attack the offensive glass. But here in the second quarter, something's changed.
White, the pass to DeSumo. He shoots. And again, it's Chicago.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Bulls up by 12. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here alongside Tibbs, and Coach, you hang your hat on defense. How can you improve on that end of the floor in the second half?
Well, we're having a hard time matching up with their threes. We have to do a much better job with our catch-and-shoot defense.
Good luck contesting in the second half.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 21 points and 1 assist. He's got one of those streaks going lately where it doesn't seem like he can be stopped. What'd you think, Shaq, about Chicago?
Well, what I like, the ball never stopped moving, nor did the players. Everyone working in unison and playing for one another. Love to watch this players. We've got a whole nother half to go. So excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited.
And over to Kenny, what'd you think about New York?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't get a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, we got to get him some help. That pretty much covers everything. I mean, Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, DeMar DeRozan has been exceptional here, guys.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Drummond in at center, filling out the middle. Now here's Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hartenstein. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. Hartenstein's got 11 points. Dosunmu on the wing. Here's the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Brunson passes to Hartenstein. Now here's DiVincenzo. 9 points in the game. Here's Dosunmu. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Give him 8. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Outside Brunson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Andre Drummond.
Something about the little guy willing to stick his nose in there. Brunson gets his team going with that kind of play.
Chicago making some changes. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Drummond. Terry comes in for Caruso. And it's Carter in for White. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, the lefty listed at 6'1", Jalen Brunson. It's a bit of a different matchup. He's just so physical, and he can play on and off the ball. Dare I call it funky?
Brunson against Carter. Takes one from 10 feet. He squares up and sinks it.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translated.
And so DeRozan will bring it up for the Bulls. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. Sinks the tray.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
The drive by DiVincenzo. And it's blocked by Vucevic.
It's awesome seeing Vucevic go after blocks. When he makes his presence felt, it makes a difference.
McBride, he's checked in for New York. Craig is checked in for Chicago. Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 9. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Terry. Shoots over DiVincenzo. The shot by Terry, no good. For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. DiVincenzo on the wing. Here's McBride. He's scoreless. Rebound by the Bulls. Carter inside. DiVincenzo covering. Craig. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Yeah, I mean, they put so much focus on Vucevic, it leaves a wide open man.
And for New York, they're shooting a low 29% since halftime. Here's Anunoby. DeRozan with the rebound. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Terry. Here's Vucevic. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Vucevic has got 8.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Bogdanovic may not be a star, but he has respect. All-star Kevin Durant said, quote, guys like him challenge you with their fundamentals. He can dribble, shoot, and pass. He's methodical and efficient with his movements. A guy like that can play with his brain and also with his skills. It presents a unique challenge. Brian?
Boy, that is the truth. Nice stuff there, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Achua. Over to Rosen. Achua gets the bucket. The Bulls have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. The 3-ball. And DeMar DeRozan hits from deep. DeRozan's got 24 points.
Yeah, one of the elite scorers in the league. DeRozan can beat you at all 3 levels.
1:51 left in the third quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13. Tries again. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
How about the intensity from Bogdanovich just playing through the interior part of the defense?
Here's DeRozan. Second chance effort. And Vucevic lays it up and in. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Chicago making some changes. Andre Drummond is checked in for Vucevic. Caruso comes in for Craig. And it's White in for Carter. Now here's White. He has 6. Another shot. In deep, Drummond finishes. And the Bulls lead by 19.
Drummond uses his rebounding instincts on the offensive glass so well. Those second chance opportunities, they can hurt you.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And Burks gets it to go.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Bulls lead 75.
Here's Caruso. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
And Drummond just rising up and gets on top of the defense.
New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. To the inside, McBride. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Shots blocked. And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last.
Substitution for your Knicks. Isaiah Hartenstein. Jalen Brunson.
12 seconds left in the third quarter. Doesn't go for him.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. It's the Bulls opening up a huge gap. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Count it.
Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
Here's DeRozan. Count it. DeRozan's got 26 points.
Well, this is when the game slows down for a big man like Andre Drummond. He can make those kind of plays.
Anunoby against Caruso. Now here's Anunoby. He's closely guarded. Good work defensively by White. DeSunmu for 3. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. DeRozan's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, the defense expects DeRozan to try and score, but he smartly makes the extra pass.
Here's Hartenstein. Right side, Anunoby. Outside Hart. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up on the wing. Chicago grabs the miss. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Here's White. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Burks comes in for Anunoby, and Milton subbed in for Brunson. Now here's DiVincenzo. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
And some shiftiness from Dante that time with the ball.
63.
DeSumo on the wing. Out to the right wing. Drummond with the bucket.
Andre Drummond.
Now Milton. Pass to Robinson. DiVincenzo on the wing. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Basket counts.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
The Bulls have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. The Sumu can't hit. The Knicks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Poke loose. Craig with a steal. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Carter with it. Milton covering. Here's Drummond. And he comes up with a bucket. Drummond's got 10 points here in the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Another part of the credit has to go to what they did on the inside blocking shots. I mean, super scrappy defensively and just affecting a lot of the opportunities that their opponents were putting up.
So for the Knicks, Achua's checked in for Robinson. Bojan Bogdanovic comes in for Burks. And it's McBride in for Milton. Outside, DiVincenzo. Hart passes to Achua. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Off the pass from Hart, he's made major strides playmaking-wise, turning himself into a more complete offensive player.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And very quietly, Bojan Bogdanovic has been really impactful, especially as a scorer, Brent.
Well, he's really flown under the radar recently, but this guy can flat out shoot and give you 25 on a nightly basis. He does it in a variety of ways. He's got such good size, and he can get it done on the offensive end.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's DeSumo. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Here's McBride. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, you look at the league's basketball-related income. Players and owners split it about 50-50.
You know, BA, that's why they call it a partnership. You talk about a shared interest. The NBA has really become a leader by example in all of professional sports.
Well, Grant, you had to guard some of the greats in your career, including Jordan and Kobe, LeBron. Who was the toughest to cover?
Well, for the record, I didn't really like guarding any of them, if I'm being honest. But no one, in my opinion, tops Michael Jordan. Of course, I had to guard Kobe the most, and he was very relentless, had no weaknesses. And, you know, I was in my late 30s on one ankle, but who's counting?
Here's Vucevic. The Knicks making their last shot. Pass to DeRozan. Over Hart. And DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 assists in the game. Up top, DiVincenzo. Now Achua. Vucevic with a steal. DeRozan right side. And again, it's Chicago.
Year after year, DeRozan gives you that steady scoring presence. You can count on him to get his numbers.
Tipped away.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bulls.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their 39th victory of the year. And what a huge performance it was for DeMar DeRozan.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Here's Hart. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Left side Carter. The three from DeRozan. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Burks comes in for DiVincenzo. Drummond's checked in for Chicago. Craig comes in for DeSumo. Burks for three. Drummond grabs the miss. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. To the right side. 17-foot shot on the way. The shot by Drummond, no good. Knocked away. Robinson passes to McBride. Back to Robinson. On the wing, DeRozan. Over Achua. Yep, it's good.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thanks so much. DeMar, a big-time road win for you guys. How were you able to get it done?
We came out aggressive on both ends. We knew it was going to be tough. It's a great team. We understood if we came in here and played with the intensity that we know how to play with, we could walk out of here with a victory.
You matched that intensity. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. So long, everybody.